welcome back, my beautiful souls. So I just want to say, first of all, thank you for everyone that reached out and messaged on social media about last week's reading. It was really good to get back to it, but it's also really good to hear back from you guys. It just makes me feel good, you know? And I will be doing a monthly pick a card reading as well for September. Also, if you are not already signed up to my mailing list, you can sign up in the description box below, and you will also get a free energy reading for the angel that is coming in for September, the frequencies that are coming up, and the color of the month and the meanings that they bring as they all connect and weave together. So you can sign up to that and get the PDF file sent to you every month. So I just wanted to take some time to appreciate you guys, to say thank you. And obviously I am back with another reading. Also, with every reading, you will nearly always find me using this deck here, which is my own deck. So I just want to plug myself here for a moment. And there are limited amount of decks available. So this is what the box looks like. It's called Whispers of the Soul. And again, description box below will have a link directly to these. They are not going to be printed again at the moment, as I am currently creating 2 other decks. So, and because I do make them and publish them and put all the money that I have into creating them for you guys, I just can't bring these out again at the moment with the other 2 in process. So please find the link below if you do fancy a deck yourself. So let's get started, my loves. Let's dive in. And as always, we come into that meditative state of relaxation first, to allow ourselves to center and to relax. And just taking any breath that you may need. Cards are in front of you. And allow yourself to pick whichever pile feels like it's calling out to you. If you feel a pull towards a certain pile, then that's the pile for you. You may feel that you're pulled to more than one pile. Please do watch more than one pile if that feels right for you, as there may be messages within each pile that may resonate with you. As always, take what resonates and leave anything else behind. This is a general read, and please know that these readings do not dictate your life. These are just guidance and messages for you to hear, to be able to guide your week ahead. Welcome, pile 1, to your weekly reading. Let's have a look what we have for you. We have friendship, we have leap, and we also have flow. I want to come straight into this card. This just makes me feel so at peace, so aligned in a way, and this trust, the word trust comes up here for you guys this week. I'm just really drawn to this sort of beginning of something and stepping into something new, but it's almost like for you guys, I get like there may have been a lot going on or a lot of thoughts going on for you, and then it's about stepping out into the bigger world, the bigger picture, because there's a lot going on here, and it's like she's like almost, she's gathering flowers here, and I feel like this is you gathering information, gathering knowledge, bringing in all this sort of stuff. It's almost like it's in your mind, it feels like. So there's been a lot kind of around you going on, especially mentally. And then what I get is it's like coming out of this and you're stepping into this big wide world. And with this is where I get the trust. It's about stepping out of your comfort zones, which is bringing in this leap, taking a leap of faith, and trusting that you are held. That you are held by the universe, that you are being guided to these things for a reason, and to really allow yourself to flow with that energy, which is that word of flow for here. And you are creating. It really feels like you are creating your dreams. You're taking a step forwards into something that you've been wanting, and this is that. It's like I get like a bridge in a way. you're now bridging between where you are and where you're wanting to go. And to do that, you have to kind of surrender and allow flow to come into your world. So if you are somebody that struggles with surrendering and letting go, that would be what I would focus on for you guys. Of just anytime anything happens, or if you get fixated on something, it's about putting your hands up and just saying, do you know what? I know this is going to work out. I know that I just need to let go here. I trust that this will work out. I see this happening. I know this is going to happen. I feel this happening. And really bringing that energy in rather than that heavier energy of frustration. Because what I get here is there's movement, there's motion, there is change that comes in with this as you surrender. There's like a big cleansing of the past as well. So it's almost like we're clearing out energy of the past, which is this. Again, I just feel like this is heavier, this is stuck down in the corner, and then we're expanding out. So we are letting this part go, and it's almost like breaking free, a cleansing. The waterfall is almost washing this part away so that you can come and enjoy the beauty as well, enjoy the beauty that is around you. With that card, I could do like the whole thing just on this card. I feel like it's just so much within it. It's so beautiful, and really trust. It's really about trust for you guys this week. And then, like I said, this leap of faith. This is about you, again, trusting in the universe, trusting that you have done enough as well. There's this sort of element of it's like where you've got to a point and you've nearly finished something, but then you feel like you should be doing more, or you should bring something else in, or maybe you should do a little bit more here, or what happens if you bring this in, because then that might make it better. But it's like, no, it's perfect the way it is. So if you have been wondering whether you should be putting something extra in or doing something more, I feel like no, I feel like you are at a perfect balance right now. And if you bring more in, it's either going to be too much, or it's just going to become out of balance if you were. It's almost like it would drain you as well if you were to keep trying to put more and more in. So this is really about, again, this release from the past. It's like, this is the old you. It's in the darker sort of energy there. It's in the background. It's also a bit limp in energy, so you may have felt that way. And now we're breaking free. You're breaking free. And again, it's that leaving that part in the past, cleansing, letting go, so that you can become you. You can become you. That's what it feels like. You can fully embrace who you are. And you've got the full moon with releasing here as well. So it's really about releasing and letting go and allowing yourself to start to trust, which is again coming into this friendship side. And also this card I've been told to read, you go first. Okay, you have to go first, because until you take that leap, nothing is going to change and nothing's going to happen until you take that leap. And then you've got the universe will catch you, and that's what this trust is. It's trusting that the universe will catch you and guide you as well. And then you have the friendship card that comes up. So as you take this step, as you start moving forwards, I get that you're going to start making new friendships, relationships. There's going to be a change that comes about in such a good way. It feels really positive. It feels almost like in a way you kind of maybe be searching for these people, and it feels like you finally find, whether it's find your people or find the people that will help you with what it is that you're doing. There is growth that happens around you personally, and again it comes to trust. So if you are somebody that struggles with trusting, making new friends because you don't feel like you can trust people, this is coming up this week as a reminder that until you take that first step, you will never know if you could trust somebody. You will never know until you do it. And that's what I get here, is that if you want to make new friends, then you're going to have to put yourself out there. If you want to have a new relationship, you're going to have to put yourself out there and go into these things with new beliefs, believing that you could trust people, with letting go of that past again, because it's almost like it gets filtered into new friendships and relationships. So it's about releasing that, starting afresh. It's like a clean slate, and you start again, and you start believing that you can trust people, because you will attract those people that you can trust them, because you know that you can. Therefore that energy will be out there, and you'll be attracting them to you. So that's what I get there. So really build on your connections and your friendships. There's a great new beginning, basically. That's what we're getting bound to. As we let go of this past, this sort of energy that's been holding us back, and I see like a cord almost that's been attached to this. And what's happening this week is we're cutting that cord. You can actually do meditations of cord cutting, and we're cutting that, and it's becoming separate from you then. It's no longer a part of you. That frequency is no longer what you are emanating. So therefore you can start afresh, you can start anew, you can bring in and build new friendships, you can really move forwards, actually take some action, see things progressing, growing, and then you will also build faith. You will also build this part inside yourself that's been a little bit lackluster, that's maybe been like really pushed down because things in the past has made you feel that way, that you can't trust and you can't do this. But what we get here this week is this starting to believe that you can trust in people, starting to believe in yourself, starting to allow yourself to be put out into the world, to be seen by others for who you really are, not this mask that sometimes we pretend that we are. This is about being seen for you, for who you are, and you feeling more comfortable in who you are so that you can put it out there for people to truly see. So that is what I have for you guys this week. Please let me know if it resonates in the comments below. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you here next week too. Welcome, pile 2, to your weekly reading. So the cards that you have got are spiritual, Imrama, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, and then also acceptance. So this is feeling very spiritual. This is feeling very connected. And if you haven't been doing any spiritual work, this feels like an invitation to start discovering your soul's journey. It feels like, so the Imrama card, this one is about a soul's journey. This is you starting to maybe look inwards more, doing a bit of inner work. And if you already do this sort of work, it feels like you're going to be, I'm getting like lifted. I see this energy just completely shifting and changing here. And this card actually says, where are you being called to journey to? So this may be physically or metaphorically. So you may be wanting to even like, so for some of you, it's like this, like travel. So like travel maybe around the UK if you're in the UK, or is it maybe traveling further afield? But it feels like it's connected spiritually. So you may feel called to places to travel that have these sort of spiritual connections, spiritual places of sacred sites, like Egypt in particular. But it could be many different places, especially like even in the UK, we have so many sort of stone circles, and there's so much here where we live already that it's almost like for some of you it's remembering that we have roots here too. And I get like the Celtic side of things that comes up, so there's like this connection there that you may want to venture into. I get ancestors as well, so it's this sort of remembrance, this connection, this this need to rediscover yourself, and it's taking that time to be able to do that. It's like very tranquil in the way that this feels. It also feels so much bigger than you. That's what I get here. It is so much bigger than just you, and it connects back into, like I say, the ancestors, but also much further back into remembering and learning the ways of the old is what comes up to me right now. And really allowing yourself to open up. And I get the heart space here, really opening up and allowing yourself to see things, hear things, really connecting into your senses. And you've also got the spiritual card, which is just feels so connected to this. And even on this card, it actually says travel physically or spiritually. And that's what I get. There's this sort of need to come back to yourself, to connect with the earth, to connect with yourself. And it's almost like as you do that, you will remember who you are, your soul, who you want to be, who you came into this world to be. But then life happened and we kind of put ourselves to the side very often, especially if you're a mother. We tend to do that quite a lot, where we just put ourselves to the side. And this is about rediscovering yourself, rediscovering your soul's purpose, coming back to wholeness as one, connecting with other people as well who are on the same path and on the same journey as you, is what comes up here. So a remembrance that you are connected to spirit. That's what I get here. A remembrance that you are connected. You are connected to spirit always, and you can tap into this energy at any time. And we forget that. We forget, and we sometimes if you've been on this journey for a while, you may forget that you're always connected, or you may go through times where you feel like spirit left you, that you're no longer connected. But my learnings are that they're always there. They never leave us. It is just us going through our own things, our physical things, our emotional things, and it can block us from accessing other things that are going on, accessing spirit, angels and others. And there's just so much there for us to tap into when we're ready. And that's the thing. Some of you may be in a healing process, so there's a change that happens here. And this card also mentions that where there's a change in frequency with you, there's a change in the way that maybe spirit are working with you, the way that they speak to you, that may be about the signs that you're receiving. There is just many different ways that spirit can communicate with you, and it's about learning your way, learning how you connect, how you understand them to be speaking to you. And for somebody here, or a couple of you, there is this need to remember that just because someone does it one way does not mean that's the only way to do it, to connect, to feel your connection, to connect with your soul. There is not one way, there is not a set way for anything spiritual. This is so important to remember, and to always feel what feels right to you, because there is this sort of inner voice, it feels like, that comes up, and it's like, oh, but they don't do that, oh, but they do it this way. And sometimes you feel like you're doing things wrong, like you're not doing things right, but you are, is what I get here. You're being reminded that you just connected a different way. And you've also got the acceptance card here as well, and it's accepting that. It's accepting that you are you. You work in your way. And it's almost like, for some of you, it's like an example of wanting to maybe connect with loved ones, but you personally connect more with angels. It's almost like wanting to work a certain way and it's not working because that's not you, because that's not your frequency. It's about finding your way to work, finding your connection in the world. And it's almost like it's very unique for at least one of you here, and it's almost like a disbelief that you're connecting to something and you're questioning what you're connecting to. But what I want to say here is trust in yourself, accept what you are receiving, and allow yourself to feel into it, to kind of journey into it, because it's your soul that is calling you that way. And the thing about the soul is, even though you feel like maybe you're not doing something, or you're going the wrong way, or it's not making sense, and you have all these questions and doubts, your soul knows what it's doing. It knows how to take you to where you need to be. It knows how to guide you. And you have to trust in that process and accept that your soul is leading you and leading you down the path that you need to go down. There's a healing that comes out of this as well. There's some sort of foundational base laying that comes up here, of you remembering to go back to your roots as well, is coming up here, because this is going to really help ground you, and it's going to help you with your connection with spirit as well. There is also I get the word, there's a call, I don't know, that's all I get, there's a call, and a need to remember that where you are is not the end yet. You are not at the end. You need to keep moving forwards. Don't give up. keep moving forwards. Do not give up yet, because it's like you're very, very close to it. I get the word cusp. You're on the cusp of something. So keep exploring, keep venturing, keep allowing your heart to be open to access different realms, to access different places, to hold sacred place for yourself. You may want to create an altar. It's about you and what your soul is calling you to do. And there is this love that comes up, and there's a lot of hard work that has been put in and that will continue to be put in, and it will pay off. It's just, you've got to keep going. This sort of uncertainty is like a phase, is what I get, and then it's just going to open up and feel like, yes. So this week is about really accepting where you are, accepting that you're not at the end yet, that there is more to come, accepting that you are always connected to spirit, that you have full control, and that you can also let go of control so that you can flow more. So it's about finding what works for you and really trusting in what works for you. So there's a lot of releasing that will happen along that path and that journey as well. So just open yourself up as much as you can to embrace that and allow it to just take you wherever you need to go. Like in here, in this card, she is just like, yeah, okay, I'm not even looking where I'm going, because I am trusting that where I go is exactly the right place that I need to go. And I love that. I love the way that she's just like, yeah, that's cool, you just take me wherever I need to go. And the amount of sparkles that comes off the waves as well. It's just, again, these wishes coming true, reminding you that you're on the right path and to trust in that. So that's what I have for you guys this week. Let me know in the comments below if this resonates, and I hope to see you here next week. Welcome, pile 3, to your weekly reading. So for you, we have sensuality, we have break the chain, and we have modify. I'm really drawn to this card first, the break the chain card. There is a soft energy that comes in with the other 2 cards for you this week, but there's also this, what even this feels like a soft energy as well. Yet break the chain makes me feel like a heavier energy in a way, where it's like more action taken, and like when I see break the chain, it's like I see a chain breaking, and to that's force. You need an element of force and action and power to come in to be able to break a chain, but that's what I get that you have this week. You have that power, which comes in with the sensuality card as well, to remind you of your divine power, that you are powerful, and that you can call back your power at any time if you feel like you have given your power away or someone has taken it away from you at any point. This week, call back all that power. You can do a meditation where you literally call back your power. And as you do that, I would then focus that energy on breaking chains from the past. And breaking chains is definitely about, like, even it says on here, ancestral patterns. There's healing and rewriting the future, because we hold energy from our ancestors within our DNA. And what happens is we tend to repeat cycles of our ancestors, and it is our sometimes it is our purpose here to break those cycles, that chain, but we have free will as well. So and until we kind of know about these things, sometimes we don't know that we're running a pattern. We don't know that it's not us, that it comes from our ancestors, and we think that it's ours, but it's not. And I want to remind you of that even like depression and anxiety can be passed down from your parents, from your grandparents, and further back. And it's the same with patterns. It may be relationships where you're finding yourself in the same relationships all the time, and the same sort of patterns occurring. It's about breaking these, and this week you have the power. You have the power to do this. You're ready, is what I get. You've picked this pile because you're ready to break these patterns. You're ready to go deeper into your healing. I feel like you're walking into this cave, so that you can then emerge out of this cave. But it's almost like you've got to go into it first to then be able to emerge. And as you do that, it's almost like as you go into the cave, I feel like you're being met by ancestors as well. You're being met by them. They're here to help you. They're here to help you break this pattern and chain, because it's almost like they either weren't ready, they weren't strong enough, or they didn't know they were running a pattern in the first place. And now that it's like they just want to help and support you on your journey to breaking this. I just feel like massively this week is about your power. Your week is focused on power and modify. So what I get here is, as you do this, you are changing your future. You are modifying it. You are realigning. And as you modify, as you change, you are going to be changing your frequency. You're going to be seeing things in different ways. It's going to bring so much clarity to you in a way that you have been wanting but haven't been able to quite reach. This is what feels like it's coming in for you. This card is just so full of abundance. That rainbow coming in, really sort of uplifting, bringing joy back, bringing this happiness. And for me, the rainbow is about a complete frequency change. It always feels of a higher frequency. And it's almost like this is what is going to be healing you. The power of a rainbow is going to be very, very strong. If you see a rainbow, I would encourage you to go sit outside and just imagine those colors coming into your body. It feels really powerful and healing in the way that this comes across. You're also like, you're flying, like you are so supported by the angels. Like it just feels like a massive influence here this week for you from the angels. It feels like they are holding you. You are being held by them, especially as your ancestors step in to help you, and you're then starting a new journey. It's like you've got all this support behind you. You are so supported in what you are wanting. So it's almost like a confirmation that you are on the right track, that you're going after everything that you want and you desire. You're expanding, you're really sort of opening yourself up to so many new possibilities. And as you're doing that, your power is growing and growing, and it just feels like you're then going to use that to help other people. There's a balance that's going to come in, and there is going to be a connection with your spiritual side and your faith, and really sort of, again, you're seeing things in a different way. There's a different picture. There's a clarity that comes in. You're finally seeing things the way you're supposed to see them, instead of kind of clouded or influenced by others. You're actually going to see the truth, it feels like. And as that happens, it's like something washes over you, and it brings such a deep peace within your soul, it feels like. And again, this is you. It's almost like as you feel that this is what breaks that chain, this is what breaks that pattern, and that then is that moment of change for your future, of that ability to do what it is that you want, feeling like you hold your power, rather than it's almost like you felt like somebody else was controlling your life, that somebody else was making decisions for you, or that you were always influenced by other people and your decisions were based upon other people. Whereas now it's about pulling back that power. You finally feel like you have the power to decide for yourself, that you hold your own thoughts, your own decisions and your own beliefs. And as that sort of grows, you grow, and it just keeps expanding and expanding outwards, and it just feels so beautiful. I do want to say, like with any sort of healing, it is not always easy. You may find that you go through a bit of a maybe healing crisis, where you just don't feel like, you can feel lethargic, you just feel tired, you may have headaches, you may feel sick, you may just feel really shit, but that is because you're breaking something. You are removing something from yourself. It's like a detox in a way, where as you go through a detox, you get headaches, you feel a bit shit, but by the end of it you feel so much better, because of those toxins that were in your body have now been released and let go. That is what I get here. And I want to say, drink a lot of water with this as well, as you go through this process, because it feels like it's like this. It doesn't feel like it's one smooth thing. It feels a little bit bitty this week. So it may be like you have one day you feel shit, and then you feel really good, and then you feel shit. So it might be a little bit roller coastery in that way. But know that as you go through that it's like the word purge. It's like purging you from those past beliefs, and you're also being anchored, I feel like, into the ground, and bringing a security and safety into yourself as you go through this process. So I really want to encourage you to follow that path, follow that sort of soul calling that may be coming up for you. There was something else and the other thing I was going to say is, if you feel that it's too much, you can stop at any time. And also you may want to reach out to somebody that can help guide you through these sort of processes. I'm a healer, so you can always reach out, but it's about finding who fits you and suits you. But it's almost like for a couple of you, you may find that it's maybe a bit too much and you're not sure how to process it, you're not sure what to do next. So you can always reach out to other people and allow them to help you and guide you to releasing fully. And just I get being hugged, so I just want to embrace you, and that's like the ancestors coming in and hugging you and holding you, and then you've got the angels coming in and really bringing some deep healing as well at the same time. So it just feels very powerful, very healing and transformative for you in the long run. So that's what I have for you guys this week. I hope this resonates. Let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you here next week.